John, how tough a week has it been in the aftermath of that League Cup final defeat?
Yeah, no, it's been tough. I think all of us on a especially me on a personal level, going home after that for the next day or two. Even now, still stings a little bit. Had a real miserable couple of days, but now we're in now, and we're trying to look forward to the game on the weekend and just trying to put that right.
When you look back then, personally, what do you think went right? What do you think went wrong in particular in terms of what you can learn from?
Loads to learn. I just think it's tough to really put your finger on what exactly went wrong. I thought they come out and played really well, and we weren't up to our standard. So a mix of that obviously doesn't combine well. And unfortunately for us, with that combination, the result went against us.
How do you make sure there's not a hangover from this and you kick on for the rest of the season?
No, that's it, and that's what we're trying to do now this week, just to build towards the game on the weekend, just to make sure that's out of our system. We spoke to each other and we know that we've got to do better, and that starts this weekend.
You got anger from the fans this week, John. Do you understand that anger?
Of course, and as players at the end of the day, we're in it. No one's more angry than what we are. Like, you know, I myself going home after that, reflecting on it, was just so disappointed in the performance levels. And first and foremost, you've got to look at yourself, and you do, and I have especially. Take a lot of responsibility for my own performance, and no, just hugely disappointed and angering myself, angering the team. There is a little bit there, but just got it all stick together.
Were you 100% fit, or did you take a gamble on your fitness?
No, of course not. No, definitely not.
Do you reflect on your own performance, as you said there?
Just disappointed that I wasn't involved in the game as much as I'd like to be. For one reason or the other, we just was a yard off it in here and there every time we getting up to the ball. We couldn't seem to get close enough as what we wanted to. Of course, that wasn't the game plan going into the game. We wanted to get up in the faces, but the way the game panned out, I just couldn't quite get as close as I really wanted to. Every time I was getting up to the ball, just was never close enough. And in terms of on the ball, first half, just didn't have a chance to get on the ball as much as I'd like at all. Second half, was going into the game, and then the gaffers made the decision to change the three to try and get another goal. So yeah, disappointed with the whole result, and of course, first and foremost, I always look at my own performance.
There's a lot of talk about the gap between Celtic and Rangers. What did Sunday show for you in terms of that gap?
It's just a one game. It was a one game. We didn't turn up, they turned up. I think the combination, as I just said, for that didn't complement each other well. We didn't turn up, they turned up, so it looks like there was a massive gap, but I don't think there is a massive gap. It's a one game, and it looked like that on the weekend, but in my personal opinion, I don't think it is massive.
Have the players spoken together about why there wasn't that performance level in the cup final?
Of course we spoke, but we keep that internal. Obviously, we spoke to each other, and listen, no one's happy. We're just as not happy as what the fans are. We're fans and players at the same time, so it's tough for us as well. And look, all we can do now is try and repay the fans and try and go on a run like we have been.
John, you talk about repaying the fans. Are you confident it still can be a positive season, and what does that look like from here on out?
I think everyone's aim now is to try and push the league as close as we can. We've still got to play Celtic again, and hopefully get to another cup final. If we can keep pushing for the league, that'd be great. If we can push them close, brilliant. If we can get to the Scottish Cup final and win that, then first and foremost, success for this club's winning the league, and then everything else comes after that. That's what we'll go after we've won the league. But if we can push it as close as we can, we'll do that, and then of course getting a cup would be what we're trying to do.
Just wanted to ask you about the midfielders that the club have brought in. You touched on there, the manager changed the midfield three, brought yourself off. He's brought in two midfielders in January. What does that do for you? Do you welcome competition? Does it drive you on?
Of course it does. Anything that makes this club better to win trophies, bring it on, 100%. Anything that comes in to help us to win trophies, bring them in, 100%. And if that drives me on, great, and if that makes me a better player, great, but I just want to win trophies with this football club anyway, but whatever that looks like, I'm all for it.
John, you'd had a really good run going into that game. The manager spoke to you as a group on the pitch. What was the message there? Was it about trying to get over that, because there has been progress, but ultimately, as you're saying, success here is winning trophies? Yeah,
no, it was just about sticking together. If we're going to get through a result like the weekend, it can't be turning on each other, of course. Now we need the fans with us as well. We can't all be turning on each other, so just about sticking together, the fans as well included in that. Let's all stick together and just together and go on a good run now. And what that looks like, we'll try and put that into place and get a few wins back on the board. So listen, now we've just got to stick together. We're all disappointed, massively disappointed, and it showed the last couple of days we've spoke, and we just want to put it right.
How do you as a group lift the mood, because naturally it's going to be so low after a game like Sunday?
Yeah, it's just natural human instinct, isn't it? You lose a game, you're obviously low. So it has been, I'm not going to lie to you, it has been, of course it has, but now we're building, now we're back into focusing on the game on the weekend. So yeah, it's just about getting in training, getting on the training pitch and trying to implement where we thought we went wrong on the weekend and getting that right going forward.
John, can I ask, just as things stand, given the context of the league situation, etc., do you and the squad believe collectively that you are as good as Celtic, and if so, what gives you that belief at the moment?
As I said before, I don't think the gap's massive as what one game gets portrayed. All right, they're a few points ahead of us in the league, but you know, we showed we're a really good team as well. At the minute, they are a few points ahead of us, but no, we don't think it's massive. We've spoken internally and we spoke about where we thought we went wrong, and that's us. That was on us, not them being 100% better than us. I just thought we wasn't ourselves and we didn't get it right, so that's on us, not the gap.
John, as a senior professional, how do you deal with variations in form if you've gone through a game like Sunday? How do you personally deal with bringing that back up to the levels that you've shown this time last year?
Yeah, it's just about staying focused, not getting carried away when you're playing well, and not getting too low when you're not playing so well. Yeah, it's just about working hard on the training pitch, pushing each other, and just trying to stay positive. Really, it's hard. It is hard, of course, when you lose a game of football to stay positive all the time. It's impossible, of course it is. But no, just getting back on the training pitch and just working as hard as you can. It's the only way to do it.